What's good, everybody? It's Joe, and I come back at you with another video. So this video, the topic is going to be on focus, right? Focusing and understanding that whatever you focus on grows. So what I mean by that is that whatever you focus on, whatever you're focusing on, right, is what you're giving your energy to. And that's very important, right? Because it can either be good or bad. Now, to dive a little deeper in that, this all ties into the brain, right? The mind. Of course, each and every person on this planet has a brain, and the mind itself is the most powerful tool and resource that we have at our disposal because the mind only hears yes, right? It doesn't know the difference between reality and fantasy. The mind is just waiting, sitting there patiently waiting for you to give it instructions. And when you give it instructions, it will essentially continue until it finds some sort of solution, some sort of explanation, some sort of solution to what is that you're looking to do and accomplish. And that's extremely key because we have a tool that's powerful, right? That's always available. We want to make sure we're utilizing it properly, that we're giving it the proper instructions so that it can guide us and search for an answer, provide us with an answer for what is that we're looking for. Now, I know that might seem a little crazy or I guess a little vague, but I can provide you guys with a simple example that can help explain this, right? For example, normally you probably go outside and, you know, say for example, you're just going for a walk or whatever it is, you're just stepping outside and just soaking in the view. Let's just say you live in, doesn't matter where you live, let's say you live in the city. And, you see like lots of cars going by and you don't think anything of it. If I were to tell you to point out every single red car that you see, normally you've probably just seen red cars passing, but because you're not actively focused on that, you don't pay it that much mind. But if I were to instruct you and say, hey, start focusing on every single red car you see and point out a red car. Every time you see a red car, point it out. You'll start to begin noticing red cars everywhere. Like it'll start sticking out like a sore thumb. You'll start seeing red cars so often that you'll begin thinking that red cars were purposely just put in your experience just so you can spot them out. Like that's how often red cars will begin appearing in your world, in your reality. And that is a simple example for how it all works, for how your mind works, and the power of your mind and the power of focusing, right? You can go on prior to that, just you'll see so many cars. You're probably not even paying attention to the cars whatsoever because it's natural, right? Cars are always driving around us. But if I were to instruct you and say, hey, point out all the red cars, you'll start seeing them every street. It will seem like every other car that's driving on the road is red because you start seeing them so often that you eventually will begin to believe that red is probably the only color car that's manufactured at this point because you're just seeing red everywhere, red cars everywhere. And that's literally the power of your mind because it begins focusing on the instructions that you give it. And because of that, things will begin standing out, things will begin appearing in your reality, in your like experience that will make whatever it is that you thought of or believed or focusing on, it'll make it true, it'll make it reality. So that's how it all works. So if there are certain things that you want to improve in your life or that you want to double down on or something that you want to accomplish or something you want to pursue, something you want to like really make happen, the most important part is to begin focusing on that idea. You want to focus with the end goal in mind. What is that you want to be, do, have, accomplish? What does that picture look like, right? Paint that picture, paint that idea, and then just take strides towards that, right? Operate as though it were impossible to fail. If you knew that it was inevitable for you to arrive at your dream destination, if you knew it was inevitable, if you knew that you couldn't fail, how would you be reacting? How would you be operating, right? You would literally put your head down and just go straight at it, right? You would just run full speed on 100 miles per hour. You would head in that direction if you knew it were impossible to fail. Truth is, it is impossible to fail because failure is not really a thing, right? Failure is just an opinion. Same like if we were to use Thomas Edison as an example, the guy who invented the light bulb, people say, oh, he failed 1,000 times before he finally created the light bulb. From his perspective, he said, no, I successfully found 1,000 ways that didn't work as far as creating the light bulb, right? He successfully found 1,000 ways that didn't work, right? Every single new way that he found that didn't work, right? Every successful new way he found that didn't work was one less option for him to try. It got him closer each and every time to being able to create the light bulb. That's how you need to see it, right? You shouldn't see things as failures because at the end of the day, it's still a learning experience. Every experience is a brand new experience. It's a learning experience. And each and every attempt is actually putting you closer to wherever it is that you want to go and head to. So failures are never actually failures. Once again, what you focus on is what grows. So what is it that you're going to put your time and energy into? Are you going to put all your time and effort into thinking of all the reasons why something can't work? Or are you going to think of all the reasons why something can work or why something can happen for you? Whatever you focus on grows. So we all have brains, we all have minds, we all have the most powerful tool on the planet at our disposal at all times. So it's always up to you to decide how you're going to use it. Are you going to use it in your favor and have it help you get to where it is that you need to go, or are you going to use it against you and have yourself be your own worst enemy? It's up to you how you decide you want to use it. I know that I'm going to use it to my benefit and use it to begin creating the dream life that I've always wanted to live. And I'm going to use it to help share its power and help remind you of its power so that you can use it to help better your life. So whatever you focus on grows, because whatever you focus on, it's a factual statement, because whatever you focus on is what you're putting your energy towards. So what are you going to put your energy towards? Hopefully it's something productive. Hopefully it's something positive. Hopefully it's something that's going to improve your life and make your life better. So take this day, whatever it is that you have going on. If you need to take time to brainstorm, you need to take time to just reflect on your life and where it is that you want to head to and begin taking strides to that. That's what you should do. Right? Let's begin using our mind for us, to help us, to benefit us, to help push us in the right direction. So just wanted the video to be brief, short reminder. Whatever you focus on grows, and make sure you are aware of that and put that to your benefit. So once again, it's Joel. I'll see you guys for the next video.